27th, National Potato Day. So what do you do with potatoes? There's lots to do with potatoes. You can do a ton of things with potatoes. But because the cold weather has returned, it is fall. It's really cold outside last night and today. So what do? Soup. That's what we're making today. Loaded baked potato soup, one of my favorites. This is a new recipe. I've never tried this particular version of it before. I have made potato soup before. So this one's going to be kind of fun. Get out your big cast iron Dutch oven, okay, because that's what we're going to be doing it in, and you need a little pot on the side, well, 3/4 I think. Yeah, that's a 3/4. Okay, I'll show you all the stuff we need for today. Let's get this one started because it's going to simmer for a little while like most soups. Alrighty, and we got a lot of steps and a lot of prep. As you can see, we got all our stuff prepped and ready to go. Alrighty, so we'll be right back. Okay, for our potato soup today, you'll need 6 slices of bacon cut into 1-inch pieces, 1 whole onion, chopped, 3 whole carrots, chopped, 3 stalks of celery, chopped, 6 to 7 russet potatoes, peeled and diced, 8 cups of chicken broth, 3 tablespoons of flour, a cup of milk, a half a cup of heavy cream, some salt, some pepper, minced parsley, and cheese, sour cream, and bacon for toppings. Okay, never mind that little pot. I need a bigger pot. So I went to my big full-size wok here. What you're going to put in here is your potatoes, your diced up potatoes, and your 8 cups of chicken broth, okay? And you're going to start to cook that, okay? Separately. There's a method to my madness here. Usually when I find a recipe, some ideas I like that they do, some I don't. So I'm kind of improvising here, okay? I have my big Dutch oven here. Like I said, this is what we're going to make our whole soup in, but we got to do a couple components separate. So I'm going to start heating up that, and to that I'm going to add my bacon. So just get some sliced bacon and cut like 1-inch pieces, okay? And we're just going to dump that in there, and we're going to brown up this chicken and let all the fat render off into our Dutch oven here, okay? Okay, and then once you've rendered all the fat from your bacon, take your bacon out of there, and then in here with the bacon grease, put your onions, your carrots, and your celery. Now there should just be just a little bit of bacon grease. If you think there's too much in there, just take some of the grease out. But you just want to now infuse that flavor of the bacon into these vegetables and cook down these vegetables at the same time. Okay? Probably a couple minutes till you see that this stuff is kind of softened up a bit. Vegetables are just about tender here. Now, here's where my twist comes in. My improvising twist. You're going to take this, because you did a nice cube dice on your potatoes, they're pretty much done in like 5 minutes, okay? They're tender enough, fork tender. So now what I'm going to do is take my broth and drain it out of here, preserving the potatoes. Why? I'll explain that as we go along. Okay? Just get the rest of this out of here. Okay, we add that to our veggies, and now we're going to take some of our potatoes, not a lot, because the whole point to me of potato soup is having those nice chunks of potato. So save a good amount of those, okay? Just leave those off to the side. In here now, we added all of our broth, some of our potatoes. So now we're just going to let this simmer and cook for about 10 minutes, okay? Just let it go, let it boil, let it cook. We'll be back. Okay, while that's cooking, in a small bowl, take your 3 tablespoons of flour and your milk. We're going to mix it all, but I'm just going to do a little bit first. And just whisk that together until you have a nice smooth mix of the milk and the flour, okay? And once you have about 10 minutes in on your veggies and they've been sitting for a while, take your milk and flour mixture and whisk that into your chicken base here. You can even take a little bit of that liquid just to make sure you get all the flour out of that bowl. And just whisk that in, okay? You're going to cook this for about another 5 or 6 minutes. let this thicken up because that's what the flour is going to do. And then we're going to come back with our immersion blender and blend this whole thing. See, that's why I didn't want to put all my potatoes in there. They said dump your potatoes in, but if I, and then puree some of it, because you want the thickness of the potato into your soup, but I don't want to puree all my potatoes because then I won't have any nice chunks of potato. So that's what I'm going to do. That's why I only did some of them in there. Once this thickens up, 5-6 minutes, we're going to come back, immersion blend this whole thing, and then we'll add some other last minute things, and we'll be ready to have some soup today. Alrighty? So it's time to immersion blend our soup here. You can leave it on a low simmer and just go through and make sure you really grind everything up. The carrots, the celery, the onions, the potatoes, okay? Just give it a good pass and make sure you really puree the heck out of this. You can do this in a food processor or a blender as well, but it's just to pour it out, pour it back, pour it out, pour it back, much easier. Okay, time to add the last few ingredients to this, okay? We're going to take our half a cup of heavy cream. We're going to put that in there now. I'm just going to use my blender just to incorporate that. That'll help to thicken this up a little bit more. Okay. And then we're going to take our leftover potatoes that we reserved on the side, because like I said, you want some nice chunks of potato in your soup, not just a puree. I mean, you could do just a pureed potato soup if you wanted to puree the whole thing. You could do that too, but I like a little chunk in my potato soup, okay? So I'm going to put my potatoes in, then I'm going to take some of my bacon. I'm going to save some of it for garnishing the top, just a little bit, and I'll put that in because get a nice little kick of bacon in your soup as well. Okay. A little salt and pepper. Do a little bit. You don't have to do too much because the stock is kind of salty, so you don't really need to do a lot with the salt. Okay. And then some fresh parsley. Just throw that in there. Okay. That's it. That's our soup. We're just going to let this simmer now for about 10 minutes or so, just to let it thicken up that much more. Let all these flavors incorporate, the bacon and everything else. And we'll be ready to top this and put it in a bowl and have some soup. Alright, so our soup came out beautiful, as you can see. It's a creamy soup, but it's not like the traditional potato soup you get in a lot of restaurants that's so thick, it's almost like a really thick chowder. This is a cream soup, but it's still kind of brothy. You know what I mean? But it's got nice chunks of the bacon and the potato in there. So I poured myself a bowl, but it still needs something. It's a little something, something. So I'm going to take my little cookie scoop and put a scoop of sour cream. We're going to take some shredded cheddar cheese and a little bit of parsley. And some of our bacon bits. Okay, we're going to put that on the top. Ta-da! Potato soup. Loaded big potato soup. You know, like a loaded big potato. Alright, let me get a spoon and grab a seat, and we'll be right back for the tasting. Can't wait to try this one today. I've been waiting all day to try this. Not that it took all day to make it. It was actually pretty quick. But I just want to see what the combination of the flavors, considering, like I said, it's not one of those really, really thick. It's almost got this golden color, but I'm assuming that's from the carrots. Pureeing all the carrots and everything probably gave it that little bit of an orangey hue. Oh, man. Man, is that a good soup. Now I gotta get a little sour cream in my bite. Ooh. With the sour cream, it makes it even better. I didn't think it'd get better after that first bite, but you know what? Definitely put some sour cream on it. Just build it like a baked potato, like a loaded baked potato. Really fantastic. I just need some crackers now. All right. National Potato Day. I always have stuff in my mustache, but I don't notice it till later on. So if you ever see when I drink a glass of milk or something, I go, you can't tell me. I just gotta find out, but it's always too late. I find out during the editing, not during the shooting. Alrighty? Have a good day, everybody. National Potato Day. Have a baked potato. Make this potato soup. Great idea, I'm telling you. It's cold out there, man. And this will really hit the spot. Alrighty? We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.